Not willingly, no.
Oh. Looks like they have friends. I mean, we have friends, or we have enemies that also are enemies of them. Frenemies!
Ah, the saviors of Eorzea. Slow as ever.
I mean, nobody, like, gave us invitations. We had to figure this the fuck out ourselves.
By the 12. Will you never learn?
The fact that you see the bodies over here will give you an answer pretty goddamn quick, wouldn't it?
You know, you're right. Mayhap it is time for a change of tack. Killing primals, tormenting beastmen, hastening the birth of a new god.
See? Alphino, you should have kept your mouth shut. I didn't know any better. It'd have been your fault that they decided to attack us straight up.
But killing the warrior of light, on the other hand, that would soon plunge Eorzea into chaos. One life for one world. A fair exchange. Wouldn't you agree?
Lest you forget, you've more than one opponent.
Thank you, Thancred. Paladin is happy. Paladin is happy. That's kind of a creepy way. See, why can't we work together like this?
Defend me!
Purple Goofy fits! Purple Goofy fits! Purple Goofy fits!
You will offer more than mere target practice, unlike your sister.
Alize!
Black Mage said no.
Did I not tell you, Alphino? I am not the girl I once was.
I mean, physically, yes, but I mean...
My brother was always the clever one, while my talents lay elsewhere.
Violence! Show off. I shouldn't say much. Bloodshed, violence. Girl after my own heart for being a red mage.
If you would dare to stand against us, to destroy all that we hold dear, then you shall die by my sword.
What?
Let's finish this.
Gladly. I am finding it, however, unfair that you have two tanks here. Against the healer.
You shall fall soon enough.
There's no escape.
I mean, I'm still running, so yes, there is an escape. How you doing? I am healer running around with her head, like a chicken with her head cut off, kind of levels of heal. Because Thancred isn't tanking correctly! the echo. Yes. So that means that they're using up, since they're technically not Warriors of Darkness altogether, that I guess they'd be using more of Heidelin's power. Really? I mean, they might. Ariage, get your fucking ass out here! I don't like these chains. These chains are not mine of liking. There's some kind of chains I like. These are nuts of them.
It ends now.
For who? The not kicking chains, yeah. Ew, I got white stuff all over me.
The chains.
Don't sound so happy.
You snake! You would betray us as well?
I don't think he was ever on your side.
He that holdeth fast unto his convictions shall never count betrayal amongst his crimes, though all the world may call him villain. My path is unchanged, my creed sacrosanct. This I believe with all my heart.
You know, you said that far more eloquently and longer wind than I did.
But say, warrior of darkness, and speak true, what dost thou believe? That rendering up the souls of thy world in service to the rejoining will grant it salvation? Nay.
By the 12! Oriange!
That hip thrust there. That mask thrust. Oh, come on. Did you have to make it?
Mine apologies, Master Alphino. That the brightest light might shine, duty did compel me to walk in darkest shade.
See, I guess he needed that flourish moment.
You sweet fool. I was almost willing to believe you had turned against us. I expect a full explanation when this is over. For now, may I assume you have turned your cloak for the last time?
No promises.
Thou mayest, my lady.
Jeez, everybody's about posing this cutscene, aren't they? Or these faster
By thy
cutscenes.
leave.
I swear this is a JoJo pose.
Even odds then. No matter. We'll crush the lot of you in one fell swoop!
I don't think it's even because you have two fucking,
Understood.
Oh, we've angered Magus.
Hearken to me. We only have one chance.
I mean,
Channel
give
your
her the
ether
echo.
into my blade that I might strike before the mage casts his spell. I cannot do it alone, but together we can defeat them.
Friendship is magic. Also, somebody over here currently cannot.
Make ready! They come!
I'm not sure if I'm happy. The Thancred over there can't use Aether like How exactly do I do that?
I must have more ether.
Do I stand on the position? Or do I... How, though? Supposed to? Do I touch? Do I touch you? Except is it in the wrong way or the right way? Am I touching you correctly? God damn it. Click the thing. Click you. Bladed light. Oh.
The ether. It's not enough.
The white lettering in a white field of white blue things. There we go. There's the blade of light. Stop standing on it, Yoshi, so I can touch it! I'm being interrupted. Can we... Somebody else? Oh wait, I have... Sleep. I have ability to sleep. How? Sacred, can you start fucking... Sacred, please!
I can feel it. Just a little more.
Hurry it up, neighbor! I'll crush you!
if I'm continuously being attacked? Can any of you fucking get him off me? This is not kinky anymore. God damn it! I can't. Distract him! God damn it! Finally!
"'Tis done! With this blade I banish the darkness!"
Oh, 99. Oh, damn.
Not like this.
Yeah. The healer makes a good take. Maybe I should use my dragoon. By the way, I'm a healer here.
Alize, are you hurt?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
A touch dizzy, but otherwise fine. Thank you.
Or at least I could have done like the long thing to cause heavy at a far enough distance.
And there you have it.
So
Our friend is too stubborn to die.
I can keep him, stop him far enough away, and then run up to the speed up, you know, run over to the thing to touch the blade.
We are far from finished.
I mean,
Or have you never considered how we came to this world?
do tell us. Do pontificate.
Crystals? You mean, like the Ascians?
Break them.
Just so. As the Ascians flee unto the rift twixt plains with crystals of darkness, so did these warriors come hither with crystals of light.
Eloquent, as always.
We noticed.
Aye. Like the Ascians, we too are beyond death. You cannot defeat that which is eternal.
Do I tell him or do you, Iriange?
Wait!
Morafano, tell him.
Such methods as the Ascians employ require the renunciation of the flesh. You would have had to...
At long last, you see. To save our world, we gave our lives.
More like your bodies. You're still alive. You say that is which is eternal, which means that you are eternal. But I mean, it's not like that's something we won't do or wouldn't do. Why are we looking surprised?
Adventurers trying to make our way. An odd job here, a favor there. We never aspired to be warriors of light. But word of our deeds spread, and soon people were calling us heroes. They placed their hopes and dreams on our shoulders and bid us fight for all that was good and right.
Sounds familiar.
We fought, and we fought, and we fought, until there was no one left to fight. We won. And now our world is being erased from existence. We did everything right. Everything that was asked of us, and still it came to this. You of all people should understand. We will not falter. We brought our world to the brink of destruction, and now we must save it.
To be fair, it wasn't your fault at all. It was the sundering between the light and dark that caused it. You were just playing into the hands of the Ascians to some degree.
I've died before, Arbet. I'm not afraid to die again.
Are we gonna Mighty Morphin this, where they all join together?
No matter how many times we fall, we must rise and carry on the fight.
I like your staff. I like your staff. I want your staff! Oh, sorry. This is supposed to be an emotional thing. By our cars combined! I can make a Captain Planet joke too. Oh yeah.
To have known the depth of sorrow and embraced the highest sacrifice. Nonetheless, Master Louis Soir,
I mean, we kind of had it.
I pray you, as fate's thread spinneth upon this most capricious spindle.
Yes, Sir Ranchet. We'll keep speaking. It also appeared in Heaven's Word, but it was reappearing as every time we completed certain thing that unlocked our powers again.
Quickly! Thou must needs invoke the power of thy crystal.
Which one? It's all the powers together at once, I guess. By our powers combined! Hi! We've all died.
What is this place?
Such pain. Such sorrow. Oh, my dear children.
It can't be.
What, did you not believe us when we said Minfilia?
Mother Heidelin, hearken unto your children's plea. From two worlds do we gather, and from two worlds do we offer a bounty of light. In this desperate hour we do beseech your intercession. We beg an audience with the word of the Mother, with your chosen Minfilia.
Now do you believe us, Thancred? Did you not believe us before, huh?
Your cries go not unheard, nor your sacrifices unnoticed. Though many are lost, there are those we can yet save, whom I can yet save.
Minfilia.
Oh, good that everybody else can see. Finally believe me. Anubis. Good that you came now so I could pet you.
Children of the First. The light of your world hath grown blinding in its radiance. But it is not yet absolute. I will hie me to your world, and there take unto myself the light which riseth even now to drown it, as darkness once did drown another.
Now you deign to answer our prayers? I will suffer this farce no longer!
As the Ascians must serve as instruments of Zodiark's will, so too must others carry out the will of Hydaelyn. But for the boon you have granted her, she has grown strong enough to set me free, that I might serve as her emissary. Your suffering, your sacrifice, your supplications, she has heard all. We will not let the first fall to light. Thank you, Urianger, for bringing everyone here. It fills my heart with joy to look upon the faces of my friends once more.
In taking you unto her bosom, I knew that Hydaelyn had bequeathed to you a sliver of her grace, granting you strength long sought. And in treating with the Ascians, I learnt of a star like unto our own, a doomed world of fallen heroes, in whom I glimpsed ourselves. The first.
I mean, to be fair, I can do the warrior class, but that's probably not gonna be my tank. It'll be, Dark Knight, but I mean, sure, I am a warrior inside my heart, yo.
Full long did I search for a means to save this world, concluding at the last that the answer lay in the power of blessed crystals. Yet I knew from the beginning that this salvation would not come without sacrifice. For the instrument of the first's deliverance would of necessity be required to journey thither, there to remain, mayhap forever.
You orchestrated all of this, not to save her, but to send her away!
One life for one world. Such was the bargain, and you the coin, though it were not mine to spend.
Have we not walked together in the light of the crystal, and at her bidding borne witness to the joys and sorrows of this land? Each and every one of you knows my heart. If this be the price I must pay, I pay it gladly.
I was gonna say,
You would go alone then?
Sacred! Lady!
My dearest Thancred, you who have ever watched over me, I am truly grateful for all you have done on my behalf. Your kindness, your compassion, your love. These are your gifts to me, and our gifts to them, forming a bond which transcends time and space.
Sometimes I forget you are not the child I once knew. Make me proud.
She could say the same to you. Head past the Thancred.
Long have I watched you from Hydaelyn's side, watched as you nurtured and kept safe the light of the dawn. The dark recesses of the world hide untold secrets and dangers. Thus do I entrust to you, Tupsimati. I pray you, keep to the path that you may never have need of it.
Oh, I'll definitely have need of it if you say it that way. Foreshadowing. Also, why the fuck are you trusting me with it? I seem to lose everything in cutscenes.
Twould seem the power of our crystals is all but spent. Perhaps, if there is naught else to be done.
Hear me, servant of Hydaelyn. If you would have us place our trust in you, then I would ask a favor. Take us with you. Take us home.
Aww.
We were blind to the truth once, so I tell you this, as one fool to another. Light, dark, it doesn't matter. What matters is how you choose to use them.
I mean, yeah, yes.
We made our choice and you see what came of it, so please, forge a different path. Seize a better fate.
It is a strange feeling. So many times have I watched you depart, my heart filled with worry. And ever did you return to me in triumph. Someday, when I have found a way to free this star from her sorrow, I promise you I shall repay the favor.
Oh, we'll be over there in a bit. Helping you. Something's gonna break, something's gonna break, something's gonna break. Light's gonna go out. Mother's instinct.
Thank you, Lemmy, for everything.
She's gonna kill you off and know when you get back in here for not telling her. Hi, Timmy! Murder is about to be done. I mean, she'll kill you, but you'll wish it. Speak thy mind. I do not expect thy forgiveness. Here, Angers. Stop angsting over there like a teenager. Though things did not unfold as perhaps I mean to say, I truly believe she... Forgive me, I should not have spoken. It is not my place. Oh, you're ahead of me of knowing when to shut the fuck up. It would seem we are in southern Thanlan again. Minfilia is doing, no doubt. May the 12th speed her on her way, and the Warrior of Darkness is too. Oh, come on. She won't kill him, because that might, you know... He has to live with the suffering of what he caused. I cannot help but wonder awaits those wayward souls if they give their lives in order to travel to the source, then in returning to the first, would they not? Mayhap that was their wish. Forgive me, my thoughts are elsewhere. I mean, a lot of our thoughts are elsewhere, apparently. And while this is... and this is when I know full, well, there is yet work to be done. The crystals, leave them to me. I will go back to Zanark and secure them. The Amada that will still be in disarray after the thrashing of the Warriors of Darkness gave them. They'll not like to notice a lone bard sulking about. And you will be sulking, I know quite well, because you're... But Thagrid, you... don't have to do this, I know, but I want to. I will see you at the Rising Stones. I should go find Ida and Papa Lamino. They must have been finishing searching the mass camp by now. Not that it matters anymore. Oh no, I'm here to slaughter the names. I am here. I mean, I've called him, Lomu a few times. Lomu a few times. Palomino. It's just, I am here to slaughter names. And then maybe say them correctly once or twice. Like Arianche. It's a hit or miss on that one. Speak thy mind, I do not. You must be tired, Ishnai. I know I am. Yeah, I'm tired of being used as a fucking tank as a healer. If thou would permit me, my lady, I would ask a question. When did thou become aware of mine independent pursuits? When I saw you meeting with that warrior of darkness in the Ascian in white in the Great Library, I tried not to think the worst. You've never been one to confide in others, so I know that even were your intentions pure, you would not have shared your plans with us until you felt the time was right. But I cannot deny a part of me feared you had simply betrayed us. Would that there had been another way? Know that I took no pleasure in deceiving thee, and these sins will forever weigh heavily on my heart. I mean, I understand. I mean, the thing is, it's not like things have turned out horrifyingly bad because of it. I mean, because it was needed to be done. It's not really a sin per se, even if you felt like you were sinning. I understand why you did what you did. That you sought to achieve the greatest good while inflicting the least harm. Not many would have the courage to make that choice. But even knowing what came of your actions, I find I cannot condone them. I'm sorry. Ishnai, forgive me, but I believe the events of the day have taken their toll on me. I should like to rest for a while. If thou wilt grant me leave, I'll gladly escort thee unto the refuge of thine choosing. Once my lady has regained her strength, we shall join thee at the Rising Stones. Until then, warrior of light. Oh, so you're gonna do that to her, but like for me, you're just gonna let me go? Fine, I'll wander my way back to where I'm supposed to go. Actually, we are going to the Waking Sands. We're going up here to the Alamigo. You know, I always could go around a different way, but I'm always doing it this way. 'Cause I am the smartest, stupidest person that ever existed. There you are. We finished our search, in case you're wondering. I mean, I figured as much since you are here and not there. I've yet to tell them what happened is art. I thought it best to do so together. Why, though? I feel like I'm tired of explaining things. Well met, Ishnai. Alphino said you would be joining us. In body, I probably will be way too tired in spirit. It would seem that Griffin's devil was telling the truth. Your caster and casted explosion. Yep, absolutely. So far as we found that nothing resembling a sizable cache of crystals in the mask's camp, did you perchance find one in Actually, good that I'm here for maternal support for the fact that I didn't have to actually explain anything. I don't believe it. The crystals, Minfilia, all of it. I don't know what it is. I sympathize, Ida. Even now I struggle to comprehend what I saw. You mean empathize. What I saw. The only thing I can say is any certainty that I feel blessed to have been granted a final chance to speak with her. 'Twas bittersweet, aye, but also affirming. Because apparently y'all didn't fucking believe me when I said it before. Alphado, I believe it's past time Ida and I rejoined the Scions. We have been away far too long. Though I am loath to leave Griffin to his own devices, and we will regret this, I feel our investigation would benefit from your more dispassionate perspectives, as I hope we might in turn offer our own opinions on the many travel challenges you've faced in our absence. God, it's been absolutely ages, hasn't it? I can't wait to hear about everyone's adventures. I'll be glad to recount them, and Tataru's tales will surprise you. And the music stops. Ida, Redguard be praised, it is you! Ida, you're alive and standing here before me, in the flesh, I can hardly believe my eyes. You mean she's been around here and not been seen by him? Or, Oh, come on now. Has it really been so long you can't remember me? It's gone bald. I fought beside your father in the revolution. Do not think less of her, friends. It's been 20 years since the occupation sent us on our separate ways. But the resistance were always welcome in Little Amigo. They gave us hope, and young Ida most of all. Aye, Ida was here, always full of fire, ever the first to volunteer for a mission. Till the day she up and vanished, that is. There were rumors, and we feared the worst, but here you are, alive and well, looking nary a day older. What name did you give them, Ida? While being a part of the Scions, saying you're part of the Scions to help. Well, what can I say? I'm sorry for running off like that and making you all worry. It's a long story, you see. I got involved with my friends here, the Scions. Oh, sorry, we were still in the circle of knowing back then, right? Anyways, I wanted to come back and tell you, but it was all very secretive stuff at the time, and you can see I'm completely fine. I know we've got a lot to talk about, and we will, but right now I've got to hurry back to our headquarters. My friends are expecting me. Pray forgive her. It's been a very long day for all of us. I promise we'll visit again at the first opportunity. Let us return to the Rising Stones! Thank God it actually has a teleportation thing. Else take me for giving you that mask. Oh, absolutely. The sussest of sussy sus that ever sussied. I don't know what that sentence was, so I'm going away. So many cryptids. Yeah, I know, right? Let's talk to everybody else before I... Many of our number are still on the field, but Okra's party should be returning shortly. Hurrah! Have you heard? Ida and Palomu have returned. Hey! Did you Justin? How are you? Digital raid, Digibot, digital monsters. You didn't say a word, Ishnai. I know. I know. Wherever she wanders, no matter how far, she'll always be with us. What you playing? thank you for the raid! When you think about it, we've accomplished quite a lot in recent days, have we not? Though there are, of course, few regrets for missed opportunities. A pity we were unable to deal with Ilbert and the Braves once and for all, for example. And hi, y'all! Where's the Taru? Welcome home, Ishnai. I trust your journey was uneventful. You'll be pleased to hear that Thancred has secured the crystals. He sent word a short while ago. Once he's delivered them safely into the Temple Knight's care, he will rejoin us here, and we can declare this matter officially resolved. You sure? While you awaiting your arrival, I took the opportunity to contact Y'shtola and Keri, briefing them all that had occurred. I also requested that they return to the Rising Stones at their earliest convenience. Yeah, I know, right? What were you playing, hun? Unless friends have been found, it seemed to meet to discuss the future. Oh, also playing 14? Nice!
Back in the solar. It's been
oh good, I don't have to read this aloud.
Together like this. Not since after Moonbraider.
One last time on stream before. Nice! And join the raid. You just, you know, left the room and then came back in. Does that count?
Much has changed since then. We ourselves, most of all.
Yeah, much has changed since then. We even got new voices.
Though not all who were lost could be gathered here today, we may take comfort in the knowledge that those who are not are carrying on the fight.
While I am grateful to our friends in the north for their hospitality, it isn't half good to be back.
Aww.
But
praise the new voices. I mean, some of them I prefer over the others, like the admirals.
The Scions of the Seventh Dawn are not as they once were, nor should we be.
But mind you, the admiral the voice they replaced is pretty good too. But there's something about the original.
Our travels in the north brought us into contact with a host of fine and generous people.
Yeah, I feel Alphino's voice is better.
Served to show me that it is not lofty causes that should inform our actions, but our hearts.
And I do like... I don't know about Papalimo. Thancred's I like better, Y'shtola's. Iriange, I preferred the other one, but that's because the voice actor was Balthazar from Final Fantasy 12, and also Fenrir in Dragon Age 2, and there is no way in hell that I will never say his voice. Oh my god. Alright,
And I hope that the Scions might continue in this manner, as individuals driven by individual principles. Provided we all sincerely
yes, it was.
towards Eorzea's salvation, I believe the paths we follow to achieve it need not, and should not, be dictated by any single ideal.
I mean, it's not to be wrong. Iriange's new voice actor is pretty good, but I mean, I just can't. This... Oh no, I absolutely sent for Iriange. It's just his voice actor, I kind of preferred the other one more than this one. But it's not like I don't love him as a character, so I mean...
Companions bound by a common purpose, free to go whither they will. The idea is not without merit.
Yeah, we shall call it the Fellowship of the Ring. Oh, sorry.
Very well.
Wrong story.
I shall resume my research of the primals and the elder gods of Eorzea. Should anyone have need of my findings, you need only ask.
But wasn't it called the Circle or whatever? The Circle of Fellowship once?
Continued assistance.
Well, my main purpose in coming here was to see the signs of the Seventh Dawn restored and my dear friend found.
Well, it's not like the place you came from exists anymore. The entire isle is gone.
Nevertheless, having involved myself in your struggles, I
feel compelled to see them through to the bitter end. For Minfilia's sake. That is, if there are no objections.
Oh, sweetie, join the club! She's grown on me. I love her to death.
You will always be welcome here, Kryl.
Besides, she still needs to tell me all of Alphino's stupid things he did at school so I can torture him about him later.
Of the Ascians as before.
Regardless of mine own desires, I am undeserving of your trust, having so villainously deceived you all.
Oh, stop being emo, Iriange.
Now, I'll hear no more of that. 'Twould be disrespectful of Minfilia's wishes.
Oh, come on. Alphino can, you know... Hey, it's one of those things, you know, mothers do to their children when they bring over their significant others' levels of stuff.
She entrusted matters here to us, that we might protect this star and understand the truth which hides at her heart. Mayhap I can handle the former, but I think you far better suited to the latter. No?
Besides, it's in good jest. If he actually gets mad about it, I'll stop.
Very well. Then out of love for my Lady Minfilia and Moonbreeder both, this shall be my solemn charge.
Alright, fine. If he gets too embarrassed, you know, actually, like, turns actual tomato red, then I might stop. For a time.
Papalimo and I should probably return to Thanalan to keep an eye on the resistance.
Sure.
There's still the matter of the Griffin and the Amalja, not to mention the new Imperial Viceroy. That little lot must be worthy of our attention, right?
Viceroy! Yeah. Uh-huh. Wait. Palomo over there doesn't believe. And he's the right coloring for the Palomo!
You know I have no great love for organizations and formalities.
But this isn't an organization to some degree. We are a fellowship. We... Common goal. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, and thank you, autistic self, for, you know, no formalities. What's that?
That being said, this new approach you propose is not wholly objectionable. And we've always got her to keep us from bickering.
You have my astrolabe. I will beat you to death with the metal orb. Oh, and I might throw cards at you.
But I will suffer no titles. I am not here for House Leveilleur, nor to walk in Grandfather's shadow.
We weren't expecting you to.
Upon that point, we see eye to eye. If it please you, you may think of me as but another comrade in arms.
Yeah, but I have the Shadow Realm on my side where the cards actually cause damage in the sense of strengthening and or weakening things.
Well then, Alfie, I for my part
Alfie.
shall see to the paperwork and the finances with my characteristic aplomb.
Yeah, what has been happening about that while we've all been gone?
And we mustn't forget you. What now for the Warrior of Light?
I just get ordered to go around and do stuff. Why are you asking me? You're gonna tell me what to do. I'm gonna throw this out there also. You know, people have tried to make gun blades in real life and have lost fingers and all this other stuff because it definitely fucking doesn't work. At least with an orb, I know the force, percussive force that I can do. Beat him up like with a bowling ball kind of level. I'm pulling a Bobo then. The road goes on and down through the doorway.
Indeed.
The path behind us was fraught with hardship, and the path before us will be no less unforgiving. But a new dawn shall break over the realm, and I see before me the faces of those who will deliver it.
But you're blind, literally. You have to use the aether around you to quote-unquote see. And it's pulling from your life force. But alright, Yushthal, I'll go along with it. Also, name drop, Dawn! Well, kind of Dawn Trail, but it's a bit early for that one. First, see if there's anybody in here. I mean, she sees, but she doesn't see quite the way... And I'm betting that won't come in problems later on pulling from her life. Alright, we're gonna start over here and work our way over with talking with people. All these little mistakes are beginning to add up. Aenor, you must try harder to remain focused. I'm doing my best, Holker. I just can't seem to clear my mind. I keep thinking about you and your brother and me. Oh my god, she's fanficking. Trouble in Paradise. But she has a crush on both of them, and you know, together, all this other stuff. What kind of... I mean, some places have the brothers marry a single wife. I mean, that's in some cultures. I'm not sure in this world, but hey, when you think about it, we've accomplished... Okay, you are saying the same thing. Before I walk down. Concern? Look, I have a harem. I shouldn't say much. Also, technically, the Seekers of the Sun, there's one head male with a group of female Mikode. And that's the reason they have either... Tia is ones that don't have a harem, and something else if they do. So, I mean, it's not like... It's not present in this game, the fact that there are harems. After Aox assures that the Temple Knights will henceforth keep a close eye on the Ishgard crystal trade. Oh, and he extends his deepest apologies for your dinner having been cut short. Courteous fellow, isn't he? You would never guess he was a politician. I mean, sometimes they're very courteous, but it's very in a sinister way. Also, yes! We didn't manage to get upstairs with that dinner date, did we? I suppose I should not be surprised, with everyone standing in a circle delivering grand proclamations about their future endeavors. She naturally felt obliged to make up one of her own. It may be argued that the greatest sundering of the source was an aberration, and the existence of the 10 and 3 reflections an offense to the natural order. That most assuredly is the Ascian's belief. 'Twas in hope of opening mine eyes to said revelation that they first came unto me, imagining it sufficient to secure mine allegiance. Nor would they have been mistaken, were my heart a temple to truth alone. But as a devoted follower of Master Louis Schwartz teachings, and for the love I bear him and his, I hearken not unto their words. Oh-ho! Do not think I will be bested so easily. When my competition with Lady Ida has ended, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn shall crown a new champion of the squat. You do that. You absolutely do that. Have fun. Tis passing... I'm on the back of his chair! Tis passing strange to think that we may never see Lady Minfilia again. After witnessing so many of our missing comrades return to us, I dare hope that she might one day do the same. As agreed, we shall spend the coming moons conducting our own independent research. Should you have need of our services, however, you're of course welcome to seek us out. It would seem that I'm a scion, then. Some derive comfort from such titles, but I cannot say I feel any different from before. Well, mayhap a twinge of pride. One of us! One of us! Same as it ever was. Is it? It's official then, gods. Hope I don't regret this. I will make you regret it every single moment. Leave it to me, Ishnai. I'll make sure she's properly introduced to everyone. The antisocial person going, stay away from me. Same thing as before. Oh, I have mercy on her. She is just about as antisocial as I am. Look at the Ishnai, Scions of the Seventh Dawn. I mean, it's not like I had a choice on whether or not I joined the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. It was more or less, oh, hey, you can do this. You're a part of us now. This is like an outgoing person adopting an introvert. Look at them, Scions of the Seventh Dawn. Look how far we've come. The people we've met, the moments we've shared, the losses we've suffered, the tragedies we've overcome. All of it has made us who we are today. Where we go from here, what the future holds, only the 12 know. But I know that we will find it out together, unless one of us dies. Yeah, it is. We get adopted by a extrovert, and it goes from there. Am I opening up to the next expansion now? Guessing. Because usually they have a high point. And then now we start taking away, you know, all of our powers so that we're back at the bottom again for whatever reason.
One world's heroes are another world's villains. One world's loss, another world's gain.
I don't know who that narrator is, and I don't know if it's supposed to be an Ashley or not, but could you sound any creepier?
And where there is life.
I'll say, this is being led around. I don't remember much of this expansion.
I would ask that you entrust Tupsimati to me.
I mean, I will lose it in a cutscene either way, whether it's to a friend or foe, and the friend will lose it whether I have any chance to say anything about it or not.
Clouds gather upon the horizon, and as Master Louisoix's disciple, I would keep it close at hand.
Well, I mean, Minfilia wasn't the disciple. Exactly? You can, I mean, doesn't mean that I can't, don't trust him in the sense of giving it away to somebody. It's that, you know, him getting beaten up for it. Not a staff. That's a broken staff. It's like a stick.
There is cause to hope.
Oh wait. That's Papalymo's new voice actor? Is that what it was?
For every ending, every parting, marks a new beginning.
Oh, fuck no. That doesn't exist. My best behavior is me absolutely bothering other people. Well done, brother. You may resume your normal duties and rejoin the others. The coming battle shall be our greatest yet, and I intend to stand with all of you on that glorious day. I mean, like I said, my best behavior for other people, the general best behavior for other... It's one of those... There's best behavior of general populace, and then there's my best behavior, which is somewhere like ocean level. True believers are so easily led. I've given them everything they desired, all for which they have prayed. I doubt you can say the same for your pawns. Get what you wanted then? Was it all worth it in the end? There were some unexpected developments. Yeah, Urianger decided to go. But they were ultimately to our advantage. Were they? Be it a hostess soufflant of light or dark, a world bereft of equilibrium is but a void in waiting, and a void of no use. And a void is of no use to my master. I shall follow her emissary with great interest. Yeah, I know. Very deep. Yay for being autistic. As for the pawns whom you so pity, they have delivered onto me a gift, which I do now present to you. See? I knew the abyss wasn't quite the abyss that we wanted to abyss. Better to know where they are rather than throw it into the abyss of where somebody else can claim them. Guys in Nidhogg, many were the candidates considered, but by your deeds you've proven yourself most deserving. Like I said, at least if, you know, you throw it into the abyss, at least if you keep it with you, you know where it is rather than other people having it. Yeah, we did. At least keeping it with you, or at least in a secure location, means that you can check to see if somebody has grabbed it from you. You know where it is, or if somebody has stolen it. Say, I didn't have a choice on where it went. Personally. Besides, I only threw one of them over. Alphino is also the problem of throwing it over. Your weapon? Nero? Yeah, is that you, Nero? So it was here all along. Yes, I was correct. Oh, just you wait. Wait, my pretty, you and I are gonna have so much fun. Yamate! Yamate! No retreat, no surrender. You know, I've gotten far enough into this where it, like, level as astrologian, it says that the next, when I leveled up, it said that you had, the next class quest is available for you, but it's not showing up because I'm not far enough in the main story for it. Believe me, I know all too well the burden that is a precocious sibling. We shall trade tales over a drink sometime, or perhaps even with the four of us. But I have a precocious sibling too. I'm sure she'd be happy to join us. Oh, as if you wouldn't. If you weren't trying to get rid of me at first opportunity, don't you drag me into this mess. Free company invite all-purpose flour. I'm good. Oh, Andor has a crush on Horibolder and Orcherbolder. And Clemis wants nothing to do with it, but she wants to, you know, have thruple. Yeah. It's overwhelming, quite frankly, to spend so much time on the road, often by myself. Yet I will try and approach this as a learning experience, as I did my travels. Had I not kept an open mind, after all, I doubt I would have been able to master the ethereal blade. Nor would I have benefited from the rather pointed advice I received. Yes, the red mage guy is pointed. There is no one path, as some are given to say, and there's wisdom in exploring every school of magic, as there are in exploring of all things. I told her everything that happened. She needed to know, and I thought it would be best if it came from me, and not apparently Alphino's job to do that. It's strange to think back on the circumstances of our first meeting. We were all so very young, so foolish, so powerless. That moment she departed this realm for the first, I heard her speak to me. I know this to be true, just as I know she will one day return to us. In those final moments, she was smiling, was she not? She was proud and hopeful and looking to the future. So I will too, Ishnai, I will. I've been thinking, Ishnai, when time allows it, we should go and pay a visit to Gabu with Alice. Though their time together was short, I know she felt a kinship with the young child. Yeah, we noticed. I guess I was just caught in the moment of thinking about, well, everything that I dozed off for a moment. I don't think you dozed off. My word, Ishnai, I must confess to some considerable amazement at the great trials and tribulations you and the others have recently overcame. I mean, I am main protagonist, yes. I must again apologize for our prolonged absence and for the fact that we have yet to answer your many questions. As for Ida, well, all things in time, I suppose. And there I was worried about how brief Palomu, I'm just gonna call him Palomu here on out, on the many momentous events by which we bore witness to in recent memory. Little did I know, I need only leave Hori to it. So Alphino, we all know he's got his mind made up. The crystal braves are no more. It's all over. Bam! You haven't got to go home, but you can't stay here. But Rillo, he's not having it. It won't even let Alf finish. There's Rilo, by the way. Hope he's okay. Saru has a request for you. Oh no. Ah, Ishnai, just to hear I wanted to see. Would you mind doing me a small favor? Why are you asking, would you mind doing a small favor? I'm gonna do it anyways. I need to meet me at the Diamond Forge. This won't take long, I promise. What? You're familiar with Rowina's House of Splendors. Are you? Wait for me at the Diamond Forge. I'll be along shortly. Something. If you want... Okay, let me put it this way. I don't like decorations, jewelry, and all this other stuff, sweetie. Don't give me any. Maybe. But Minder. Minder, ha ha ha. Right here, or... You have a new outfit for me? What's the plan? Sweetie, why are you so excited? Sorry to drag you away from your duties. I was doing absolutely nothing but chatting. Which is saying something, because save me, I'm an introvert also. But as I said, it won't be long. I need you to stand perfectly still. Ooh, I was correct! I was correct! I was correct! Yamate. Yamate. Yamate! Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't touch me! Alright, everyone, ready to go to work? No squirming now. Oh, and you might want to close your eyes. Do I ever want to open them again? That look, run! Save me, somebody! The fuck? I feel violated. There, I'll finish. The warrior lights every measurement from heroic head to intrepid toe. Did it have to take 3 of you? Oh, wouldn't you like to know? All in good time, Ishnai, all in good time. It's obviously she's been making outfits for other people, so she's gonna make an outfit for me. Aha! Found you! Save me! I've been violated! Trust me, the thing is, as somebody who had to go through fittings for a few weddings, family wedding stuff, it only takes one person. One. We didn't need 3. For, doing the measurements. Go on. We have everything we need. No sense in keeping everyone waiting. Save me! Save me! When the measure, probably, yeah. Gonna keep me from running.
We're here. Did we miss anything?
Please. I need some help. I like I need, hold me. That was.
We would not presume to begin without you, Ida. Orianger has returned to the Waking Sands, but everyone else is now present.
I was more scared of that moment than I was facing off any of the primals. Please, somebody, I need comfort.
Yes, but for what exactly? We all have duties to attend to, Alphino, so you may dispense with the preamble.
Thank you, Elise. It is the very subject of those duties which compelled me to call this gathering. Though the Warriors of Darkness no longer pose a threat, Eorzea's many troubles demand no less of our attention.
Yeah.
And while I stand by the decision to approach each task as we see fit, I fear our effectiveness will ultimately be diminished should we continue to act in ignorance of each other's efforts. Thus, I propose we elect a successor to Minfilia. Not to serve as a fully fledged antecedent, perhaps, but as a coordinator of operations.
Do not look at me. Do not look at me. I can barely keep my own room straight.
Is that all? Oh, then the decision seems clear.
Yeah, since you brought it up. Bye, Ella. Alphino.
No one else has shown any enthusiasm for the role, and judging by your performance at our previous meeting, you would seem the perfect candidate. You always did have a flair for politics.
Nothing like being thrown under the bus. Chocobo.
I did not mean to... That was not my intention.
I mean, not consciously.
As my tenure as commander of the Crystal Braves comprehensively demonstrated, I lack the qualities required for such an office. I would much prefer to remain as I am now, a soldier in the field, so to speak.
I mean... Yeah, at least he's humble. That is a key thing. But also the thing is, you shouldn't let past experience darken whether you can do it or not. And also, you were kind of stuck with a few snakes in the, pasture there, so...
Should none of our numbers step forward, must we then constrain some unwilling candidate to take up the position?
I mean, he's kind of unwilling right now.
Well, based on merit alone, a certain adventurer would be my choice. Though I concede she might struggle to balance her new responsibilities with, let me see, slaying primals, thwarting legatuses, and feeding the orphan poor.
Thancred, I'm also now a squadron leader. God save me!
Thancred makes a good point. Any who would wear such a mantle would be bound by its obligations. Have we not become sufficiently familiar with each other's methods to act without an overseer? At present, I see no cause to so willingly limit one of our number.
I mean, Tataru is already here doing most of the work anyways.
Oh my goodness! Help! I need some help here!
Why are we looking at each other before why?
Tataru, are you all right?
Me? I'm fine. It's this poor girl who just staggered in and collapsed on the floor that I'm worried about.
I should not completely collapse on the floor.
Narco! God, how did... Y'shtola! Please, you have to help her.
Yes, I'm not here as an astrologian healer.
Kral, a hand if you would. Let us see about closing these wounds.
Probably should go to Limson and see how my squadron is doing, by the way.
No,
You
we
adorable.
staunched the bleeding, but it may be a while before you can move about again. Though having seen your wounds, I'm surprised you are still moving at all.
Not fucking tanking like I was in that last set.
Thank you. My message.
It looked like Carrie felt like
it was
healing
too
for me.
important to delay. I took the shortest route I could, though I knew it was more heavily patrolled. As you can see, my efforts at evasion were not entirely successful.
Well, I mean, you live long enough to, first of all tell us, and second of all learn from the mistakes.
Honestly, you're too brave for your own good. What was so urgent that you needed to fight half the Empire to get here? You could have been killed.
I mean, she nearly was.
I'm sorry, Ida. I had good reason. But I imagine your friends are wondering who this bloody mess of a Mikote is. My name is Minago, and I belong to the Alamegan Resistance.
So why are we continuing this conversation when you said you had an urgent message by which you needed to... I think names is important later.
I came to warn Ida and Papalimo about one of our leaders. A man who calls himself the Griffin. He's always been dangerous, but he's planning something new. Something reckless.
Maybe you should have started with that. What his new and reckless thing is.
The Griffin, you say? I've heard the name. Rumor has it your man is eager to test his claws.
And his beak.
Aye, and on no easy target. He means to assault Belsar's wall from the Alamegan side.
I mean, Belsar, like the Black Wolf Belsar? Is that what his name done?
But what does the Griffin possibly hope to gain from such an attack?
From what I understand, he wants the fires of war to spread to Eorzea.
I think there's been enough war in Eorzea.
He needs to control the border with Gridania.
I'm also gonna throw this out there. Usually, some people get really tired of war, so what they end up doing is like sacrificing nations because they don't want to deal with, war, which was they with Elamigo kind of thing. I mean, that's what happened before World War II started. And we haven't exactly had a time of peace.
To spark a conflict between the Alliance and the Imperial forces stationed in
and the
Alameda.
1,000-year
to have
Dragon Song War
armies aid in the liberation effort, whether they will it or no.
His plan is flawed. Even should the Resistance succeed in occupying the wall, they would not be able to hold it. Imperial reinforcements would drive them out within a week.
What if they don't want to hold it, but damage it enough?
Be that as it may, if there was even a chance that this...
I'll say, yeah, or anger them enough.
...hostilities between Eorzea and the Empire, the Alliance must be informed.
Yeah! Pearl links don't exist still.
Agreed. I shall depart for Limsa forthwith and seek an audience with the Admiral. Thancred, Uldar is yours.
I mean, I was gonna go to the RPG sex capital anyways, because I have to, work with my squadron here, but,
Alphino and Alize, make haste to the Twelveswood and notify the Elder Seedseer of the danger to Gridania. She will duly call a council of the Alliance leaders, whom you must be ready to receive. You will be our voice in Ishgard. Explain the situation to Sir Emmerich, and encourage him to send an envoy.
Look, I can say anything and he'll do what I ask. Just saying.
Krile, I leave the care of our injured messenger to you. See that she remains quiescent and her wounds closed.
Like, he is an
I
absolute
believe
fully
that covers
simp.
everything. Let us be about our tasks.
I suspect the ill tidings from Girabania will be held as a turning point.
So it is
The beginning
Palpalimo
to a
that's
bloody
speaking.
End. The business of war was ever conducted with the coin of self-sacrifice.
War.
'Twas Master
War
Louis
never
Soir
changes.
himself who taught us that such costs are not to be ignored or denied.
You know, there's other bigger people around that could, you know, carry her to wherever we're taking her.
And so, I shall embrace them. When the time comes, I will make my choice, as you will yours.
Why are we red flagging this? Lomo, you're not allowed to die, you hear me? I hate leaving Nago like this, but I know Carrie and Tataru will take good care of her. After conferring with Y'shtola, we've decided to focus our attentions on the East Shroud. Someone needs to keep an eye on the border, not to mention the Sylphs. I mean, I am ambassador to say Sylphs. Which I still need to do their quests, which I have forgotten to do. I took the resistant fighter to more private chambers so she might recuperate in peace. The poor girl was in quite a state, wasn't she? Yeah, too bad there's not a healer here! We have some training in healing arts, so we take turns with Mistress Carrie in caring for her patient. Archer seems particular seems rather eager to learn from the experience. Yeah, because I'm not a better healer than all y'all combined at this rate. Even when casting the same incantation, the mastery of each practitioner greatly affects the efficacy of this spell. A principle that was aptly demonstrated to our two mages here. No, I am an amazing healer, and they've been ignoring me! I wonder what Esther would have said about our wounded visitor. His own injuries have yet keep him abed. When did he get injured? And I miss savoring a cup of tea alongside his usual observations. I mean, he came back and he came back as quick as possible. Was there a fight somewhere I didn't know? We were all surprised by our sudden visitor, but Hori was able to gauge the situation at a glance. I realized the Makote posed no immediate threat and permitted her to enter. Yeah, but you didn't, you know, you allowed her to enter, but you didn't, like, pick her up, you know, make her walk all the way down. That didn't mean he wasn't alert for some matter of trap. Ah, yes, mayhap the elder is a finer man after all. I believe she said her name was Mango. Her cause appeared to be genuine, but I must confess feeling no small degree of trepidation even as I stepped aside. You just stepped aside! Oh, come on, you're a tank. Let's run to the sex capital. Actually. Yes, cat. All right. Now, we go see our beautiful, beautiful elf boy. Well, one of the beautiful, beautiful elf boys. Ba ba ba. Nothing new. Yep. Hi! Greetings, Warrior of Light. What business brings you to Ishgard? Well, you know, the business that apparently a Pearl Link doesn't exist with us still. I mean, I'm happy to see my elf boy. I see. Wait here. I will summon Sir Elmac. Amaric. Amaric! Correctly! It's good to see you, my friend. 'Tis but a pity it must be under such circumstances. It will always be under such fucking circumstances. Had Lucia not informed me of the urgency of your suit, I would have certainly sent for some wine. Your bedroom or mine? I mean, but to business. I thank you for bringing these developments in Alamigo to our attention. Ishgard will, of course, send an envoy to attend to the council in Gridania. Cannot say who will represent us, however, as the choice is not mine to make. Not mine alone, at any rate. Given the imminence of the threat, we may forego the formalities of a full assembly, but I will still need to consult my counterpart of the House of Commons prior to proceedings. Will you permit me some time to make necessary arrangements? I thank you. Our representative, whoever we select, will require a suitable escort. Make your preparations and inform Sir how the little he is the lead in your absence. Yes, Lord Commander. You know they're just gonna pick you, Aramic. I keep slaughtering his name and I feel bad! Pray, accompany Lucia to the gates of judgment and make ready for departure for Gridania. I'll have her envoy and join you as soon as I can. Full fury speed you on your way. Mayor McKim. Anything different to say? Hi! If you have no other business in the city, join me at the gates of judgment. We must be ready to depart the instant the envoy arrives. Of course. Bad decisions are my bad decisions. You are perhaps wondering who will represent Ishgard at the moment. As this is a military matter, I should not be surprised if I see Sir Elmac nominate himself. He is yet Lord of the Commander of the Temple Knights, after all. Does he even sleep, since he has to do both those things? Or Lucia takes over most of the stuff? Why don't they just put Lucia's... Oh, who'da thunk? We meet again. As it happens, my counterpart of the House of Commons agreed I should act as Ishgard's envoy. Well, we do get to spend more time together, even if it isn't, you know, doing other things. Not, I concede, was there any real doubt. As Lord Commander of the Temple Knights, it is my duty to sanction any military cooperation. Be that as it may, I could not in good conscience make the decision alone, not with the ink scarce dry on the Republic's Book of Statutes. I mean, all work and no play makes everybody unhappy. Also, it's a good stress relief, apparently. I trust you understand, my friend. Alas, I must test your patience still further by making a brief stop at Camp Dragonhead. Given the trouble brewing the Black Shroud, I see that the garrison is ready to defend the border. Also, do you want to know an interesting fact? Apparently, and I kid you not, at the Olympics, everybody goes at each other like bunny rabbits. The Olympic, during the Olympics, the athletes, like, literally. Yes, absolutely. Apparently, it's one of those things that whether it's stress relief beforehand, stress relief afterhand, apparently it is big. It's expected. In fact, I've heard some coaches encourage it. New York Post. Palm Sugar, Washington Post. Literally, the Paris Olympics to give condoms to athletes. Let me show you. So, Olympic athletes still get condoms despite COVID rules. Long been its own event at the games. Well, it's actually secret. Athletes in the Olympic Village are horny. In fact, they've admitted themselves. Paris giving so I got a 300,000 condoms to athletes. Oh, let's see. We'll hand out. Okay, yeah, I forgot Washington Post. Anyways, I don't have ADHD, shut the fuck up. I don't also read weird articles that, like, always come across strangely when speaking aloud now that I'm talking about it. So, the reason why I heard about it first was actually an athlete that I really liked. I'm picturing their face, but I don't remember their name. But in the interview, they mentioned about it. Anyways, glad Sir Arabic's counterpart, so the wisdom is coming. Few, if any, Ishgard can claim to possess his expertise in both politics and warfare. Garrison commander awaits within. Well, why not accompany you, Ishnai? You may see a familiar face. Is it artorial? It's fine, but... Get the fuck out! Get the fuck out! Even the... Still calling me old girl. Ishnai, old girl, how wonderful to see you! Is Sir Elwick too? What do I owe the unexpected pleasures? I will have some mulled wine brought up from the kitchens at once, if you will excuse. Nay, do not trouble yourself, Hora. We shall be on our way. Lucia, a brief summary, if you will. Yes, Lord Commander. Come, those villains hardly need an excuse to wage war. Bloodletting comes as naturally as breathing to to Imperial. Yes, it's Lucius Garland. And thus we shall strengthen our patrols to see success. We also share to communicate with these developments to Lord Francel and the Observatorium. You have everything on hand. Carry on, Commander. The fuck do you think? Surprised to see you just truly at the helm. You know, I was thinking they might give you, like, right below the helm so you could learn from it and then work your way up, but not straight up give it to you, because that's just... nepotism? You and me both, girl. I doubt I'll ever feel worthy to sit where you sat. There's a picture of him, but... Yeah, we can but play the hand we're dealt. You mean nepotism? And with a little help from veterans and Horace's ceaseless chiding, I'm sure I'll muddle through. So worry not, old girl. Off to Gridania with you. I repeat, he should at least, you know... I know that the position is open, but there should be somebody under the commander who worked with the commander, therefore could help train him to the position, not give the position to him right away! You know, interim, figure out if you're good for this or not. I bid our welcome to our visitors from Ishgard. It seems so peaceful. One would scarcely believe that Balser's wall and wretched Alamigo lie but a short malms away. Diplomatic duties have brought me here on several occasions, but I find I am as enraptured by the Black Shroud's beauty as now as I were when I first laid eyes on it. Well, I mean, it is pretty green and flowery. I fear that this time, however, events shall not afford us the luxury of enjoying the splendor of the forest. It seems we have an escort to Lotus Stand, a pleasant place to discuss unpleasant matters, is it not? Yes, of course. 'Tis like that we are the last to arrive. Let us announce ourselves, shall we? We go to Conjurer's Guild. And I get to be told that I'm not a conjurer, and I'm not a healer, or any of that shit. Hi, unsilent conjurer. The envoy from Ishgard has arrived? Very good. This way if you play... the RPG sex capital of Final Fantasy XIV party as well. I hope to slip in unnoticed, but seeing I was not the only one delayed in my arrival. Greetings, sir. Admiral, always a pleasure. And Ishnai, I trust you are well. I mean, define well. 'Tis a day for reunions, it seems. I believe you are well acquainted with my escort. Yes, sweetie! Lady Ishnai, I was glad to hear from Roll that the missing Scions have now been found. Well, I mean, all but one, but I mean, found in the... yeah. There's much and more I want to discuss with you, but first let's attend to the issue at hand, shall we? Yeah, everybody's being patient about this. I'm just here, you know, during these official meetings. Don't pay attention to me. Don't.
I bid you welcome, my friends. As you will by now be aware, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn have come into possession of certain intelligence concerning recent developments in the region of Gyr Abania. It springs, I am assured, from an unimpeachable source. Is that not so, Master Alfino?
He doesn't know her very well, but I mean, if Ida says...
Indeed, Elder Seedseer.
Well done on that jump, Cat.
Directly from a member of the Resistance's inner circle, and we have no cause to doubt its veracity.
This
you missed that table.
Is a fool if he thinks he can hold Belsar's wall against the Empire. When the Imperials move to take it back, they will come in force. And the resulting fighting is all but certain to spill over into the Black Shroud.
That's the point.
At the Battle of Cartano, the combined might of 3 grand companies labored to contend with the remnants of but a single Imperial legion.
Yeah, but you didn't have me.
Alone, Gridania would be hard-pressed indeed to hold back the tide, should the Garleans turn their minds from reclamation to invasion.
May I once more convey my nation's deepest regrets for our inaction in the days prior to the calamity. 'Tis a stain upon our ledger that I would fain remove. Elder Seedseer, I do hereby request leave to deploy a defensive force within the borders of Gridania. Ishgard's return to the Alliance shall be honored by more than mere ink upon parchment.
The Doman people too would join any effort that weakens our common foe. We are few, but our most seasoned shinobi are at your disposal.
Violence! Violence!
On behalf of my people, I offer you my humble thanks. Gridania welcomes your assistance.
Violence!
It is time we set our contingency plans in motion. Is the Alliance agreed? Then let us make ready for war. Victory favors the swift, and there is much to be done.
Yeah, we took our goddamn sweet time getting here for it, though. Because, you know, Pearl Links still don't exist.
The Council knows that Alamigo will not soon be wrested from the Empire, and its decision to bolster the border's defences seems eminently practical. Why then, brother, do you scowl so?
True.
I agree that they have chosen the wisest course available. Indeed, the only reasonable one.
But you have an unreasonable one, Alphino?
Yet something feels awry. In making ready for war, is the Alliance not granting the Griffin the very thing he desired? Any attempt to hold the wall is doomed to failure, aye. But I wonder if we have misjudged the prize for which he plays.
For the Alamo? Is that what it is now? Anything interesting? I'll express permission. Fine. That the council was able to reach an accord so swiftly is a heartening development in itself. I only hope my misgivings are proved unfounded. Well, maybe you should have said something. It's good to have you have yet departed. I fear I have missed you. I miss you too, Sir Elmec. Master Alphino, a pleasure as always, and Mistress Alazalze, how pleasurable. Wonderful to see you've recovered. Pardon the interruption. I had hoped to thank Ishnai for serving as our escort before other duties called her away. We can serve other ways too, but I mean, everybody seems to be stopping us! I also wish to thank our Doman ally. Forgive me, my lord, but I was awaiting an opportune moment to join the conversation. A force of habit kept me to the shadows. No apology is necessary, Iguri. I'm most grateful for your introduction when I offered Ishgard's support. My nation's historic failure to heed the Alliance's plea for aid is a matter of record. Yes, we know. Even so, the Alliance leaders were plainly unprepared for my impromptu apology. The resulting air of awkwardness might have lingered longer than were it not for your timely offer for cooperation, which allowed the Elder Seer to accept us both. I very much appreciate the gesture. You had an autistic moment? You silver-tongued politician, you... I only did my duty, sir. The efforts, the Empire is an enemy to us all, and we are grateful for the opportunity to fight by your side. And full glad are we to have you. Pray convey my regards to the Scions, my friends. We must return to Ishgard. Whatever's wrong with saying the simple sorry or thank you. Must politicians always make a speech out of everything? Yes! I don't understand it either. That is how we adults speak, dear sister. Alphino. Sit. Mayhap the ones who like to sound their own voice. In any case, our business here is concluded. We should be on our way as well. Will you accompany us to Revenant's Toll, Yugiri? Actually, I think I shall first pay a brief visit to the East Shroud. I'm curious to know how Palomu and Ida fared in their talks with the Selves. I mean, why not me? I mean, I'm friends with them. Think I'm friends with them. I'm associated with them. Not to mention what's been going on in Baelsar's Wall. I will join you in the Rising Stones. None! Oh, let me look at my... What is my reputation? I am recognized by them. Of course, it's nice that I don't have to, you know, go over there to talk to them because they'll make me do all this inane fucking stuff. They're doing themselves. It was a good thing that I decided not to... The game developers decided not to have me. Because there might be a little burning solace somewhere. Even now, I am astonished by how closely Mistress Alize resembles Alphino. Their mannerisms are alike. From a distance, I'd be hard-pressed to tell one from the other, until they open their mouths, of course. I'm not sure if either of them would like that thought. Welcome back, Ishnai. I don't know about you, but I'm heartily glad all of the talking is over. I understand that these council meetings are important, but do you not find it tiresome to have to weigh every word you speak before you speak it? I doubt I'll ever feel at home in the realm of politics. Same! But for some strange reason, I just have to sit there and look pretty during it. I don't say anything. I don't give, you know... I'm just there. That said, people have known to change, and if my brother's willing to run his own errands, anything is possible. I know, right? Even now, I'm astonished. Okay, same thing. Decision with the other Scions. Well, as much as I enjoyed the bustle of Toll, I think it's time we headed inside. My brother and the others will not be long. Except when they are, or when they are not. Who knows? Griffin, Griffin on the wall. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all? Or are we gonna, like, nail Griffin to a wall? You have returned from the council. Voda Alphino, did some other matter require his attention? Yeah, he actually did shit. My apologies, friends. I trust we have not kept you waiting over long. Greetings, everyone. Oh, Carrie, how's Nago doing? She will be alright, won't she? I don't see why not. She's sleeping at the moment. Tataru has kept an eye on her, so we'll know soon enough if there's any change in her condition. Her wounds are healing well. With sufficient rest, I am certain she will make a full recovery. Thank goodness for that. Now may happy you would share with us the Council's decision. Violence. Each of the nations, Ishgard included, has committed to providing military support to Gridania. The Eorzean Alliance will soon have a significant force in Black Shroud, ready to respond to any Imperial act of aggression. You know, I almost wish the Council would stop messing around and give Griffin what he wants. I wouldn't like to be the Imperial caught between the Resistance and the Alliance. You know, you can seriously, one does not lightly go to war with the Garlean Empire, just as someone doesn't, you know, lightly walk into Mordor. quite honest. To open hostilities without due consideration would invite disasters. There's only some way to reach Griffin, some means to convince him to abandon this reckless course. It may not be entirely unfeasible. It will be entirely unfeasible. There is a network beneath Beazar's walls, secret passages done by the Licence to provide a way out of Alamigo, which may equally serve as a way in. Precisely, if all are in agreement, I would be the one to undertake the necessary negotiations. Good, because Autistic Girl should not be allowed to do this. I am familiar with the route, and the Resistance is familiar with me. About as familiar as they are with me, you mean? Wait, no, what you say is I'm coming too. I have some experience in the practice of infiltration. If you'll have me, my services are at your disposal. As are mine, it has been far too long since I shared a shadow with a shinobi, and I do not intend to waste the opportunity. I'm quite sure you'll be wanting to share more with her, but I mean, that's just you, Thinkrid. 4 is quite sufficient for an infiltration mission. Greater numbers will only serve to increase the risk of detection. Harry and I will direct our energies elsewhere. What about you, Liviers? Liviers. I will return to the Shroud and stand watch over the border. Should matters take a turn for the worse, would seem wise to be on hand. Might I prevail upon you to accompany Ishnai? I mean, you don't have to say anything. You just say, Ishnai's coming with me and I'm coming with you. It's not one of those, Gridania will be safer for your presence, and while it may not seem the most thrilling duty, dear sister, might ask you to remain in the Rising Stone to pass on messages, and so on. It's not like we still don't have any pearl links! Hold the fort, you mean? Very well, I suppose my task must fall to someone. I mean, I could do it! But also being on the border would mean I'm closer to certain people I want to be closer to. Safe travels, all of you. And since we'll be just, you know, not doing anything but, you know, waiting and watching, I mean, they can't sneak off with certain people. I suspect Tataru will have little trouble facilitating communication between our forces under normal circumstances, but I can see she has her hands full nursing the Resistance fighter back to health. No matter, my turn in the field will come. Yeah, too bad there's not another healer here who'd probably heal faster than all of you! Yeah, same thing. Same thing as before. I may have exaggerated my standing with the Resistance a little, but I am confident I have reasonable chance of putting a stop to this madness before events spiral out of control. It will spiral out of control. Yes, fair to middling at the very least. All I'm saying is that it wouldn't be worse if we ended up joining the Griffin's fight against the Empire. I mean, it's gonna happen sooner or later, isn't it? I know, right? Just when the game developers want us to. My fellow shinobis require little encouragement to take their place among the Alliance forces massing in Gridania. They are most eager to cross blades with the armies of Garlemald once more. I am no ninja, but I did spend a few moons in the Charlian homeland learning how to move unseen. Between Yuguri and my humble self, Ida and Palomino will be most well protected. You're saying that they can't take care of themselves? That's what it sounds like you're saying. Wait, did I actually walk past? Yes, I did walk past the twink. Try this again! Trying to run ahead on everybody. If you have any unfortunate business in the toll, pray attend to it now. I would depart for Hawthorne Hut without delay. The nearby watchtower offers an unobstructed view of the Belsar's wall. I shall be interested to speak to the Alliance commanders who have installed themselves at its top. So we don't immediately go to the tower. Hi! Ah, Ishnai, there you are! Come... the spire awaits. The Alliance officers on the platform should apprise us of any developments at the wall. Fancy meeting the two of you here. We're about to sally forth. This looks like a Sonic. Haha! Indeed, I was about to say to watch over you, but I doubt you'll have any need of divine protection, even if you are venturing into enemy territory. Can y'all stop fucking raising the death flag thing, or the I should be fucking worried? Don't worry, Alphino. We have Griffin by the scruff of the neck before you know it. I don't believe you. Because I won't be there. Do make up your mind, Ida. Nary a moment ago, you seemed to be ready to shake the Griffin by the hand rather than by the neck. So which will it be? It's best to decide before we enter negotiations. Trust me. Palawu! I'll shake whatever needs shaking. The talking part I'll leave to you. So many words, so little time. I feel like a headache coming on. Let's be on our way, shall we? Some things never change. I mean, some things are comfort in the fact that they don't change. Well then, should I make for the Spire? Our Alliance friends will doubtless have news for us. In the rain. At night. The view will be amazing. View distance, amazing. 10 out of 10. Hi, Serpent Scout. Welcome, Warrior Light. I assume you're here to speak with our commanding officers. No, that's Alphino's job. You'll find them on the observation platform. Pray proceed. Oh, friends! Pippin! Greetings, my friends. It's good to see you both well. I mean, we are here. I wouldn't say we are well. Hilda, I was hoping you might turn up. I've dragged half the watch here, see? And the sight of you might help them remind them why we bothered. If memory serves me, it's not seen you many of you since the day of the Grand Melee. Having borne the brunt of your blows, I must say, what an honor to have. I was literally over in Limsa talking to my squadron. Fine. Disheartening to see the realm's most steward defenders thus gathered in a common cause. Speaking of which, what news from the wall? It's raining. Is that news enough from the wall? It's night. All has been quiet on the Eastern Front. Also now no longer quiet on the Eastern Front. Report what? 7 hells. Fighting has broke out on top of the wall. A full-scale assault. How the fuck you miss that? At night, while it's raining. So the Griff has made its move. Someone has. What's that supposed to mean? The attackers, they're wearing Grand Company colors. Impossible! We gave no such orders. Of course, the wall was never Griffin's target. It was bait. We've been goaded into deploying our armies nearby, thus weighing up this deception. All of y'all are fucking stupid. If those, uniforms were convincing enough to deceive my soldiers, the Empire will surely think we've launched a defensive. This could mean more! Oh no! Even so, may yet be no more than a diversion. With the armies of the Alliance occupying the Empire's attention, it would be comparatively easy for the Griffin's supporters to slip into Alamigo. He would then incite a rebellion among the populace, which the Imperial reserves would be hard-pressed to contain. Eorzea, meanwhile, will be plunged into chaos. Ishnai, we must make for the wall at once. I mean, the fact that we aren't going there currently right now as fast as possible, I'll wander over there. What? Just the two of you? Yeah, it'll be fine. Our companions embark on a mission to sway Griffin from his course and are likely halfway to his command post by now. They will emerge in the midst of a raging battle, and I mean not to abandon them to their fate. It will be dangerous, but confusion will work to our advantage. If we are careful to avoid the skirmishing... Ha! Careful! Ha! Me? Careful! Who are you fucking talking to? It may be possible to reach Griffin. And if we can do that, I'll murder him. I mean... Lady Hilda, might I ask you to have an airship ready to bear the Scions to safety? Ha! I don't know who this Lady Hilda is, Marshal, but you can count on me. We must prepare for Imperial reprisals. May the Navigator guide us through the storm. And then everything's on fire! Including me! I guess. Maybe. Who knows? Oh, including me. Soon to be me, maybe. Okay. After I think there's an instance, I'm gonna go ahead. I think I'll go back to the Manderville thing. And that'll be the end for the night, to do one episode of the Manderville. Or who knows if I make it through the first another episode fully, but I do plan on at least doing some of it. Forwards, comrades! The time has come to drive the Empire from Alamigo. Force action upon those who have turned their backs on our suffering for so long. Let this victory be the first step in the liberation of our homeland. Viva la revolution! Alamigo will be free, no matter the cost. I mean, if Alamigo is destroyed and basically no longer existence, I think that means that... Well, true, it'll be free, but not a free to, you know, exist stance. Just throwing that out there. Do it. Run, no! Moment. Milady, as per Marshal Tarpin's orders, we will provide faint cover to your advance. May the crystal light your way forward. The crystal doesn't have enough energy to light the way forward, but okay. From what Palomo told me, the trailhead should lead us in the shadow of the wall. As we have two objectives, I suggest we divide our forces, of course. I shall make a straight ways for the tunnels and attempt to intercept our comrades ere they stumble upon a bloodbath. I'm quite sure in the tunnels that they have been in that they could hear the craziness. While I do so, I might ask you, scale the wall in this dress. Know that I will not propose such a course if there's any other way, but the time of subtlety is past. Take your band of your most trusted companions and cut a path through to the Griffin. Make him see reason, by any means necessary. So violence, cool. Once we are free of the tunnels, we'll make for your position in all due haste. If everything proceeds according to plan, Hilda will then swoop in and spirit us all to safety. I only pray we have enough time. Well, being I am protagonist, we'll have as much time as we ever will need. Who will be joining me? Nobody I know. Cool. Ups. Chaos. All right, let's go. Clear the barricades. That feels like I should start, you know. I feel like I am suddenly compelled, and the key of this compulsion is same as. Building the barricades. Cool. Yep, here. No, I'm not a nerd. Shut the fuck up. Canis pugnus. I mean, that is a pug. It's a very overlarge pug, but yes, that is. They literally walk past the goddamn tank and come after me. Tank, what the fuck you doing, NPC tank? Seems to be a running theme right now. Boo boo boo. Hi, we're technically not here to, you know, attack you, but you just happen to be in the way, kind of thing. Literally attacking from two different ends. It's not like they'll believe us if we say, hey, we're not trying to do anything bad. I did take out, you know, how many things of yours? Take out the Black Wolf, all this other stuff. You know, the thing the guy this wall is named after. Of people who will not get over here. Get over here, Black Mage. Oh, there was something. Yeah, I'll say there was something that was dropped that I did not pick up. As I do. Oh, you look like fun. Why is there? The fuck? Okay, this doesn't. Hi, Ardwolf! This does not work very well for the NPCs. This entire setup does not. things other than fish. Oh wow! What is this? No, those claws were definitely no joke. God damn. So what are you doing besides fishing? God. Maybe it was. Maybe I should come at this as a, you know, fighter rather than a healer. Yeah, I got my culinarian guide up. And I need to do the quest for that, and I'm just like, oh, to be able to get the disassembled stuff. Not very efficient. Oh my god! Looking at chat for this? What's that? Oh, so why the setup at all? Yeah, I'm gonna throw this out there. I'm not sure in this expansion it'd be a good thing for me to keep using the ads, I mean the NPCs. Like they're having problems keeping aggro. So if there's any like movie cutscenes or whatever, I'll probably have to go to the book and see. I know that they're pretty reasonable. Remember in Shadowbringers, I just guess they kind of for this. See, it's just not keeping up. Or it could be me and I'm tired and did they take out the second form of... I know Astrologian could turn into the astral form versus the sun form or whatever. Where one would be more shielding than the other. But did they, like, hand it over the sage or something? Oh, right, that's shield. Oh, the dabba! So it shields for them to be able to... Okay, I got it. This is a bit stressful, a lot stressful. I mean, watch none of this stuff actually drop any things for healers to get a level up for the items. Oh well. I'll be over here, you know, killing the gunship. Or it'll be killing me. I won't be able to tell the difference at this rate. Running, running. Oh, hi. Back with withdraw. Yeah, you're gonna be attacked on both sides on this, I'm sorry. Because you won't believe me if I say that we're not here to hurt you, we're here to hurt somebody else, but I mean, we're here to, you know, stop the Alamigo people who are dressed as us. Hi. You know, you don't have to fight me. Don't go no further. Griffin has spoken. Kill all of them. Oh, good. Good that you've already decided you're gonna fight against the Warrior of Light. You'll not spoil a more moment of glory. I mean, I wouldn't say spoil. I'm just you could just, you know, let us walk by, but you're not gonna. So, you can't have victories if you're dead. Hi! Fishing walk, really. All right, give me your speech. Give me. Oh, who'd have thunk I was correct? Oh, they didn't bother me at all in Mordaunt.
Yeah. Yeah. How'd you like this?
I don't know. I absolutely looked at that.
Ugh!
Fuck, 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 fuck.
Sloppy.
I fucked up. Yes, sloppy. I forgot to look away when I should have looked away. Indeed. Very sloppy. Yeah, I think my mind is slowly going enough so that I'm... I know I've done longer streams before, but I've been feeling really off and on sick for the past week or so, so... Yes, I still stream sick. What are you talking about?
Yeah. Yeah. How'd you like these?
Where are you going? Where are you going? Where are you going?
Sloppy.
Not really, because I managed to get out of the way.
I'll tear you limb from limb. Yeah. Sloppy. For Alamigo! I have you now. Yeah. How'd you like this? Yeah! Sloppy.
RP, not really sloppy if I got the fuck out of the way. I mean, I feel like our definitions of either is different.
Yeah.
Get me out! Get me out! I like colors, but I'm not liking it currently.
Yeah.
This is currently not my kink.
Yeah.
And it's currently not the group of people I want to have that with.
Sloppy. Yeah. I'll tear you limb from limb. Yeah. Sloppy. For Alamigo! I have you now. Yeah. How'd you like this? Yeah! Sloppy. Yeah. Yeah.
Stop coloring me.
Yeah.
You know, if all of us die, it's because you didn't get me out quick enough. Oh, shame. Shame. The way the lighting is on this, I look very unhappy and like sleep deprived. Oh, I did get something. And it's still not good enough for me to use. What does that look like? Ew.
Hi, how are you?
I mean, not looking good, but...
You've beaten me, aye.
Yeah,
But you cannot stop what I've begun. Behold, a glimpse of things to come.
Yeah. Why am I looking surprised? I've seen worse. Seen battlefields before.
We did it! We showed the bastards!
And then they all die. Premature celebration!
Victory is ours!
Premature!
And who knows, lads? Mayhap the Eorzeans will finally see sense when the enemy turns up on their bloody doorstep.
I repeat, you're not off the battlefield. This is premature celebration!
This is for Alamigo, for Eorzea.
Wait, you! I thought you would never be a good person, and then the thing is, you'll never be a good person. That's the reason why you're willing to stab me in the back, even though I was willing to give you a second chance.
They die that others may live.
What's your also think you're not from Alamigo? Piss off you.
Vanguards! Attack!
We're philosopher.
Do you hear that?
Yeah. Hey, we are philosopher aids doing this. Oh god, it's a spider from Final Fantasy VIII. I know, I've seen it earlier, but I mean, the general reference.
Machines. How did they get here so quickly?
They've always been here.
Stand your ground! For the resistance!
Mm-hmm. So how different is this from, you know, getting supplies from certain other people?
There's nowhere to run. We're cut off.
You know, since you're being paid off, the reason why you had to go to jail in Gridania. Now you're working for the Empire again. Yeah. Oh, you thought you could escape.
Gods help us. What were we thinking? The Empire's too big. Too powerful.
Uh-huh.
Mighty Ralker. Grant us the strength to crush.
There you are.
No, where else would I be?
As you can see, our infiltrators did not elude me for long. Lady Ugiri is sending for an airship even as we speak.
I mean, Prolink.
What do we do? This is a massacre!
Does it look like we could do anything? Other than the fact that I'm a healer here and can shield?
How wonderful to see you, Commander.
Illbird. I should have known.
I mean, you should have. You really should have.
This has to end. It has to end now. Do you not see your countrymen dying? Have your ideals rendered you blind even to that? Order the retreat, and we will help your soldiers to safety.
Retreat? With the moment of my triumph so close at hand. You truly are a sheltered child, Leverrier.
Mm-hmm. I wouldn't say that now. Or I would have when you first started.
Nidhogg's eyes. No abyss is too deep for you, I see. But trust me when I say that such power was not meant for mortal hands.
How long have I struggled to reach this point? My countrymen, so inured to the taste of defeat, they no longer balk at its bitterness, shouting my throat raw with rallying cries, only to be greeted with dull eyes and blank faces. My brothers and sisters in Ulda have surrendered to their apathy and their appetites. Were it not for the glint of Lolorito's coin, I doubt even those here now would have answered my call.
Oh, Lolorito's getting
Take back our homeland! Free Alamigo! Ha! They'll happily mouth the words, but they won't spill the blood. You say no mortal should wield these eyes? Then I shall gladly become a demon. I will suckle on the souls of the hopeless and liberate the homeland they no longer deserve.
Okay, cool. Go on, Lady Macbeth.
What exactly do you mean to do?
Alphino! Here, I was saying you weren't a sheltered child.
Cries as victory was snatched away from them. Even with their dying breaths, they cursed the Empire. Never has their desire for vengeance been so raw, so true. A god has no need of faith when summoned by so pure a purpose.
Summoned? You cannot mean to fight the Empire with a primal! You know full well the danger, the futility of relying on such power!
I mean, you know, keep trying. Maybe someday we might succeed, you know, slowly picking at it.
Oh yes, I know their limitations. Which is why I will call upon a deity more terrible than the very black worm of the calamity itself.
What? Here? Now?
Like hells you will!
He's pulling, you know, a Final Fantasy boss kind of thing. You know, I know this sounds awfully strange.
To mark a new beginning. My pain, my longing, you shall have it all!
First of all, A, I don't want it. Second of all, you know, some of us here are mages and could, you know, shoot him down. Not like that. The squishy squish. Lots of bodies, very little blood. Not saying that because I've seen enough games that have way too much blood for their own good. It's not like we don't have the Rancor of the... anger at man kind of thing anyways, so. An embryo?
This light, is it?
His death completed the ritual. The primal is taking shape.
Woo!
Well, can't we stop it? There must be something we can do.
I mean, what do you think?
There is one thing.
That tone of voice tells me you're about to do something stupid and sacrificial.
Where do you think you're going?
Where do you think? I am having the noblest sacrifice here. Fuck off, woman.
Master Louisoix briefly contained Bahamut by means of a potent spell of sealing. I will now attempt to do the same.
Break is out of hand.
But that's impossible! We would need hours to collect the necessary ether, if not days!
I mean, good thing that somehow the staff suddenly appeared back in my possession, by which I gave to the little Palomo there.
Ah, Alphino, though I concede it may not always be apparent, I was ever your grandsire's finest pupil.
I feel like that's,
Team Tamati, of course! The staff still holds enormous power, broken or not.
Finest pupil. That's kind of being arrogant here.
Don't you dare, Papalymo! I know how that spell works.
All of us do. Think we have a choice?
It is time to leave.
It's been time to leave for a bit, but I mean...
Quite right. Quickly now, off you go. The further away, the better.
You're about to teleport us into it so that you can do your noble sacrifices.
If you're staying, then so am I.
Ah, no. He's noble
No,
sacrificing.
Ida. There is a path only you can walk, and it must not end here. Not like this.
Just other ways.
Take her! Please, you have to take her!
Tancred.
Oh.
What? No! Damn it, Thancred! Put me down! Thancred!
You're supposed to be a pudgy girl. You could probably take him out.
This is one
Hit him in the back of the head. Absolutely knock him out.
Go!
Can I steal the sword? Can I have the sword? Can I have the sword? You know what? I'm good. I'm staying. Dick!
Hilda! I think he means now!
I could have taken it! I'd be fine. I've faced worse.
Farewell again, my dear Ida. Now, let us see how good a student I truly was.
I think that's a cope on whether or not you're the best in... All the chains! All the chains! We're chaining this up worse than, what? Silent Hill 4? Is that Oh, we're digitalizing it. Bad joke, bad joke, bad joke, bad joke, bad. It's been explained to me that light, what that light represents, and I've ordered our forces to stand ready. It seems we have little else but wait. I understand only too well the desire to reclaim one's homeland, but I cannot condone such slaughter. Every Ishgardian gets taught that the Sea of Clouds churns in the grips of the warring elements of water and wind. Enough to tear you apart, they say. No one's ever gone to the bottom of the abyss and lived to tell the tale. So how did that bastard manage to get his eyes on the Nidhogg's? I mean, anything's possible. How many more must we lose? I don't know, game developers. How many more? Papolimo knew what he was doing. I could not refuse him. Hey, look, I tried. He was a dick. Why? Why didn't they let me say? I don't know. They didn't let me stay. Papolimo's my friend. I should have been there with him. You could see it in his eyes, Ida. He knew what he was doing, what had to be done. Yeah, and I decided to absolutely fucking ignore it. Master Louis wore that same look right before the end. You think I don't know that? I know, alright, I know. There's nothing more you could have done. Ilbert caught us off guard. Even Ishnai was powerless to stop. I beg to differ, I did just fine! Except the first time I died on that, but I mean... The Echo said that that didn't happen. But if you must blame someone, then blame me. Just promise me... This promise you'll never forget what Papolimo strove to protect, or the lessons he tried to teach you. Don't speak to me. Leave Ida with me. Go on. Go back to the Rising Stones. The others need to know what happened here. Another brick. Another brick in the wall? All over. Papolimo, it's all over. Leave her be. Nothing you can say will console her now. I mean, sometimes it's not saying anything. Sometimes it's just sitting with and, you know, being next to and, like, knowing that they're not alone kind of feeling. Every Ishgard... Okay, yep, same thing. Playing the recent events. Once again, I find myself at a loss for words. I mean, what you're saying right now is not a loss for words. Tancred is right. We must return to the Rising Stones and appraise our companions of all of this. Pray make your way there once. I will send word to Y'shtola and the others of our imminent return. It looks like I lost that staff again. Nobody will get their hands on it to make things worse. Anyways. I guess I will need to change my return to back to the Revenant Stone since that's the reason why we right there more than Ishgard. Though of course when I do this, the game will go fuck you and make us go back to Ishgard a few more times. Once again, working our way around, starting over here. Same statement. Why does everyone look so grim? Has something happened? Say something for heaven's sake. I said something. Does something count as saying something? Would seem you bring ill tidings, brother. Aye. Behind Griffin's mask, we found a grinning face of an old adversary, Ilbert. I know not how, but he had his possession the eyes of Nidhogg, whose dreaded power he used to initiate a summoning ritual, even as we looked on. By the 12. I don't understand. To attempt such a magic requires every ounce of one's aether. No one, not even grandfather, could cast it and hope to survive. Indeed, it was ever the last resort, as I am sure Papalymo was aware. Thus did the pupil follow in the footsteps of his master, and even unto the grave. I have as yet been unable to explain how Ilbert came in possession of the Nidhogg's eyes. In the depths of the sea of clouds, a perpetual storm of water and wind aspects did aether rages. No mortal could endure such conditions, unless they weren't alive. It mayhap the work of an Asian, but now is not the time for idle speculation. Kiri, I need your assistance. Yes, of course. We must inspect the cocoon of light and ascertain the state of the primal craft within. Between our respective talents, I dare say we shall glean some measure of insight. I understand. I can't promise I'll be able to sense much through the barrier, but shall certainly do my best. As shall I. Let us be about it then. What? Without so much as by your leave? Pray forgive Archon Ishtolo her brevity. She seeketh employment, lest her grief deprive her of the will to act. A desire to comfort Ida doubtless compoundeth her unseemly haste. I too must contend with this grievous loss in my own way. By thy leave, lady. My mind's having a moment. I say, I shall honor my fallen companion through gainful study. There exist writings which may further our understanding of the cocoon of light. Mayhap I was too quick to judge. Surrendering to sadness and regret would be a poor tribute to Papalymo's sacrifice. Quite. We must begin preparation to face Ilbert's accursed creation without delay. What time we have was purchased at an too dear price for us to squander it. School's out forever. Another brick in the wall. Joke. I know grief is a crushing weight upon my heart, yet when I think of Ida, what must be feeling? Papalymo's sacrifice will not be in vain. We'll find means to deal with this primal. All I want to do is weep, but right now we need to hold back the tears and do what must be done. Once Ida returns, I'll see that she sits down to her favorite dish. When you feel empty inside, it's easy to forget your belly needs to be filled. Oh, tell me about it. They told us what happened to Papalymo, and forgive me, there's simply no words. Pontilet greatly admired Papalymo, and inspired to achieve the same lofty heights of magecraft. His loss was a terrible blow to the Scions. Sacrificing oneself for one's duty, such action reminds me of the warriors of Doma, of the samurai and shinobi who died for our cause. As much as we wish it were different, there's a limit to what our healing can accomplish. Even the most powerful magic can do naught for a grieving heart. Also, as a healer, I can heal! Sorry. I have a long road ahead before I match the Archons and skill and experience, but we all must do our part in times like this. Surely there's something I can do to help. My brother may wrap himself in steel, but he is a man of tender heart. Witness his concern for the pain his dear friend endures. The interminable wait for news of Gridania seems to be taking its toll on Elizaze. Ishnai, I wish I could tell you more, but the situation in East Shroud remains largely unchanged, meaning we have no idea how long it will be before... Oh, look at that! Speaking of the devil, a communication from the Alliance. One moment. Yes, of course. Our representatives will be present. My thanks. Word from Gradania. Gradania! Trying to bringing Wakanda into this. The council will be shortly reconvened. The alliance leaders have already begun to assemble. I'm going to... Primal, of course, and Yushtola's last report of the cocoon yet hang above the wall, unchanged. Yes, with the sincere, doubtless shares our concerns of how long it will remain so. I'm told that Sid Garland has been called in to add his expertise to the proceedings. A wise decision. The more minds we have working on this, the better. I will be saying nothing on this. They'll just be here as a thing, because I don't know anything, even though I just sit there and kill them. Then I suggest we leave the Rising Stones into Taru's capable hands and make haste for Lotus Stand. What is this? Another odd person arriving at... Did you travel all the way that little boat, or were you in a bigger boat?
A word, if you would, good sir. This place. It is within the realm of Eorzea.
Yes.
You're an odd-looking fellow, aren't you? Still, takes all sorts, I suppose. This here's Vesper Bay. Thanalan's door to the ocean, as some folk like to call it.
So basically, we are replacing Papalimo, you know, old wise sage with this old wise samurai? Question mark?
Am I to understand from your answer that I have indeed arrived in Eorzea?
Just scare him, why don't you?
Eh? Yes? You're in Eorzea?
Ah! A plain response at last, and the one I wanted at that. My journey was not without its hardships, and I would sooner travel by land than put to sea again.
In that boat. Did you?
You do not believe that so small a bark could bear me across the ocean? Such timid little sailors. I had but to set my course and set my jaw till I made port.
You mean you were laying there with the thing in your... what? In your teeth? What? You hungry? Did you not fish?
It would perhaps have been wise to lay down my oars a moment to sup on more than the spray of brine water. By the trembling of my limbs, I sense a brief repast may be in order.
Sir?
Nay, I will not hearken to the feeble grumblings of an empty belly. Duty comes before all.
You're gonna take one step and fall over, aren't you? Called it! Called it! I know how these jokes go.
Thou art far indeed from home, friend.
I knew that you were out and about here, Yarshay, for this. This site. Now that I'm back being really interested in the story again. God. No. Need to stop. I also have some editing I need to do. Alright, y'all, let's see who I can raid. Oi. I know I said I was gonna do Manderville, but I know who I'm raiding. Alright, y'all, this is Ciarfox. Hope you have a good day or night, whenever it is, wherever it is you currently are. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like, subscribe, and comment.
To me, in my opinion, I feel like this one was actually the hardest. Actually, to me, in my opinion, this was actually the hardest.